Oh, hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a nice weekend. Mr. Spina and I just wanted to get you guys up to date on what we can expect going into next week. Things have been going very, very, very well. We're having everybody show up on time. We're doing a really, really good job with that. We need to really, really keep it up. So here's what we're going to be doing Monday. Remember, 7:10 to 7:40 is bell work. Make sure you're logging in, doing your attendance. A little change. If you haven't done your attendance by 8 o'clock and you're not on the Zoom, we have to mark you absent in the school's system. If you come after 8 o'clock, we will change you to present, but you'll be tardy for the day. So it's going to be just like at regular school. Yeah, guys actually have 20 more minutes than the students that are at school to get online. So just know if we don't see you by 8 o'clock, we have to mark you absent. And then if you show up later, you'll be tardy, okay? Between 7:40 and 8 o'clock, we'll do our morning show and class announcements. We'll go over assignments, different kinds of things. Mr. Spina is going to keep reading Goosebumps. This week, we will be talking about making inferences and using evidence from the text in reading. We'll be writing informational text to convey ideas and information clearly. Monday and Tuesday, we will have a science baseline test. For the FSA at the end of fifth grade, science is a very, very big test for our fifth graders. So we are doing FSA practice questions every day before the start of science. So make sure you're showing up for that, and we'll start to have some more practice. But this is the baseline. So on Monday and Tuesday, you'll take a quick test through that school city that we used for reading 2 weeks ago. And it's just going to show us what you know, so we know what to teach you. So we need everybody to make sure you're here between 8 and 9 o'clock, both of those days, Monday and Tuesday, because we'll be doing that science test that will really help us out. And I spelled baseline here wrong now that I'm looking at it. Okay, then we're going to jump into your book. You're going to be reading page 38, looking to make some inferences. You'll have a little assignment, your reading notebook. You'll go to your ELA tile, take a little quiz. Our social studies topic this week is on economics, and that's economics back in the time of the Native Americans. So how their crops, how they exchanged crops, way different than the economics we deal with today, but going back into history there. Remember, every day between 8 and 10, you have reading work. So if you've finished your work up above, you should be logging in and then coming over here to the Mayan reading log that is right here. And there is listed per day, and you should be logging in what you've read, how long you read, and give us a little snap of what is going on. So like we said before, you cannot have a break between 8 and 10. There's always something to do. So then we're going to, on Monday, remember it's early release, we'll have a quick recap of our STEM. We'll go through the notebook. You guys should be keeping that caught up on your own. We will ultimately have a final investigation page that will be due, but we'll talk about that either Monday or Tuesday. Then we're going to hop right into math and go over 5-5, which is using sharing to divide. So that'll be a good lesson. Make sure you're there for that. On Monday, the C's have art and the S's have music. After specials, you guys will have some time to work independently on this lesson that we talk about here. And Mr. Spina and I will be online for anybody that wants to come back and practice with us. We have had a lot of people returning for that, and it's been spectacular. Everyone will log back in at 11:30 to go over, 11:35 to go over our science, which will be on page 78. And then you guys are going to work on page 79 in your book. And our weekly investigation this week is the question we're looking to answer. How do people give blood without running out of it? Remember, the quiz will be on Friday, and the quiz is all the questions in the research that you're doing per week in the notebook that is right over here. Also, Mr. Spina and I have added, if you have any extra time throughout the week in your reading quiz notebook, if you click on it, I have added a success test, which is an FSA practice. This is not required, but if you want to be prepared for the reading part of your FSA, this would be something good to look at. Now, I just loaded it, so I don't see it showing up on here, but it's quick little passages that you guys can read and then answer the questions. And all the way down here at the below, I promise you, this little box here that's not loading, because I just did it a few seconds ago, is the answers. So you can do whatever you want with this, but we hope that you will read it and legitimately try to get the answers and then come down here and check yourself. There is a video that will, I promise you, is going to be posted right here that will show Mr. Spina and I showing you how we thought through the first part of it. So that will be posted every day. It's optional, but really, really, if you have any free time, this will help you pass the FSA test. And remember, your results in this FSA test is how going into middle school, you'll start getting the classes you want, making sure you're going in the direction you want to go. So the better you can do on the FSA test at the end of this year, the better. So Mr. Spina and I are going to start to put out a lot of stuff that's required and a lot of stuff that is optional to help you. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and we'll see you guys all Monday morning at 7:40.